Europe, Asia, Australia, North America, South America, Antarctica, Africa. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Matthews, aka Matthews08 from Zambia. If you are new, I would like to say thank you very much that you always come back to my channel. And if you're a returning viewer, I really appreciate that you always come back to my channel because your support, it is something that I value each and every day. Your support, it is something that propels this channel to higher heights. In today's video, I just want to share my honest opinion about being in Russia as an African or as a foreigner, because I get a lot of questions. People, they ask me, how is life in Russia? Is it safe in Russia? But today, I just want to share with you my honest opinion. And I rarely do, sit down videos, but at times it is something that I'll be doing from time to time, especially that winter is around the corner. By the way, guys, I've embarked on the journey of going to the coldest city in the world called Yakutsk. So if you want to support this trip, if you want to support this journey, the only thing that you can do is, subscribe, share, or if you want to go an extra mile, you can just buy the super thanks stickers or join the YouTube membership. I will appreciate from the bottomless of my heart. And when you get a scholarship, I remember when I get my very first scholarship to study abroad, to study in Russia to be specific, that was around 2015. I was very excited. I think each and every African who is watching, who's, studied abroad, who got their scholarship for the very first time to study abroad, they will bear witness with me that once you get that scholarship, you just feel like you're on top of the world, you're on top of the moon, because you want to see how people live and, just experience that feel because of the things that we see on social media, because of the things that we see on TV. So when I got my scholarship, I was very excited. I couldn't wait to leave Zambia to go and study abroad, because that was my childhood dream. And if you have got a plan or there's something that you want to do in life, the most important thing is just working on your dream. No matter what the people say, just continue dreaming. So that's how I found myself in Russia in 2015. And I studied for 7 years and I graduated in 2022. Then I left. I came back again to do my master's. So at the moment, I'm doing master's in epidemiology. So let's get right into the details of what I want to talk about. When you are staying abroad, the thing that hits you first, the thing that will make you realize that home is home, no matter where you're coming from, even if you don't eat, even if you sleep on the floor, is missing home. That's my honest opinion that I can talk about. When you are in another country, you miss home. So when I came to Russia in 2015, I have been missing home each and every day, because they say that home is home. So that is the first thing that I've been experiencing. We find that from time to time I miss home. From time to time I just feel like I can buy a ticket and go home. Unfortunately, at the moment, my financial status is not allowing me to do that. I understand people who've got money, once they want to do something, they just buy the ticket and go. So one thing that if you are from, Africa or from another country, you go to another country, the first challenge that you are going to have is missing home. And if you are watching this video outside Africa, or you've moved to another country, it could be you're from Europe, you've moved to Africa, you're from Africa, you've moved to Europe, you're from America, you've moved to, South America or North America or Asia, just drop a comment. Do you also miss home from time to time? And how do you deal with such kind of a feeling of missing home each and every time? Then the second thing is, each and every time, especially that if you're in a foreign country, this is a norm of the day. It is something that you need to get used to. Why am I saying so? Because each and every time I can say, I just feel like each and every time I am in a stressful mode. You experience stress each and every time. Why? Because you are worried about the unknown. Living in a foreign country, it is something that you'll be worrying each and every time. So mostly when you go abroad, one of the things that you'll be experiencing from time to time, I can talk about, missing home. Then the second thing is just stress. Stress, 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 stress. That's why they say that, not everything glitters is good, because when you're home, you rarely experience that. It could be there, but when you are abroad, it is something that you always, influence things that you are doing. So do you also face, or do you also experience stress if you are living in a foreign country, and how have you managed to cope up with the environment? I think the third thing that I can also say, it is just that when you are in a foreign country, there are certain things that you can't do. Yes, there are certain things that you can't do because you are a foreigner. Yeah, there are, like, I can talk about in terms of jobs. If you are looking for a professional job, especially that me, I'm a, qualified medical personnel, mostly you face challenges like, no, if you don't speak Russian, they'll say, no, we want someone who speaks Russian. If you speak Russian, probably they'll say that, no, we want someone with a Russian passport. That's one of the challenging thing in terms of finding a job here. They want someone with a Russian passport, or someone with permanent residence. Hence, you just feel like, okay, if I was home, maybe I could have done this, I could have do this, etc. That is one of the challenges. So in terms of finding a job in this place, you can do, these general jobs. You can work in the industry, you can work in the warehouse. I think most of the Africans who migrate to other countries, those are the jobs that they do, because even here we do such kind of jobs. I remember I was working in the warehouse as well, doing that. I think that is, another thing of just, feeding that there are certain things that you cannot do. You become so reserved, you become so chilled. For me, the other thing that has been worrying me, my honest opinion about being a foreigner, is the fear, of not making it in life. Because I remember when I came back home, Zambia, I found that a lot of my friends, they are working, they have got families, but once you come here, you have got a lot of people who are looking up to you, a lot of people who are depending on you. In short, automatically you become a father, you become a provider. Hence, you are going to have a lot of dependent people who are going to depend on you. So the fear that we all experience is, what if I don't make it? Because we leave home so that we can provide for people who are back home. Just imagine you leave your country and you find that still you can't provide for your family. It is something that I am always scared of. It's something that, I can't say something that pisses me off, but it irritates me each and every time whenever I start thinking like, what if I don't make it? Because I don't want to let my people down, especially if you've got a family, especially if you've got a lot of people who are looking up to you. That is, my honest opinion. That is what I usually think about each and every day. For that one, it is each and every day. And at times, because of YouTube, I think like, what if I don't make it on YouTube? Because right now, YouTube is my full-time job. I've gone full-time YouTuber, so I get worried. What if I don't make it? How am I going to feed my people back home? Because in Africa, there are so many things that you need to do, and that one, it worries me each and every time. What are some of the things that you worry about? What are some of the things that makes you, think that, no, what I'm doing, maybe it is something which is not right? So drop a comment. I know there are a lot of people who move from different countries to go to another country, moving, looking for greener pastures, as they say. What are some of the challenges that you face? Is it easy to find a job where you are? Do you feel accepted where you are? And a lot of people, they ask about, racism. Yes, like how is the level of racism in Russia? One thing that I can say is how you conduct yourself. If you are in a foreign country, you don't expect yourself to live the way you live in your native country. People who face a lot of, racism, I can say racism is there, but it's how you just conduct yourself when you are with, locals. If you also start feeling like you are local, you start behaving like you are local, indeed, you are going to face that kind of challenges. From the time that I came to Russia, I've promised myself, like, no, I should try by all means to control myself. In the beginning, I said that there are certain things that I can't do. Those are the things that I was like, okay, if I'm able to do this in my country, in this country, it is something that I can't do. And it has helped me a lot staying in Russia. It has helped me to live a quiet, a peaceful life in this foreign land, because I know what to do, when to do, where to do, with whom to do such kind of things. Because I've seen a lot of, foreigners, when they come here, they want to live like they are living in their native home. So in terms of racism, it is something which is there, but it depends on how you conduct yourself, on how you behave around these people. Once you respect their culture, once you respect the law of the land, well, you'll be good and well to live in this place. I believe it is in each and every country. I think racism is just everywhere. And if you are watching from any other country, let me know what are some of the, in terms of racism, how is racism in your country? Because I get a lot of questions about racism. I get a lot of questions that, Russians are racist. I think at some point we are all racist. That's what I can say. At some point we are all racist. Racist or racism, it is something that I think will never disappear. It will be there because, other people feel like they are superior over others. That is the way it is. And, well, we just have to live by, I'm not saying that it is everyone, but it is there. I think you're going to agree with me on that one. And, the last thing that I want to talk about is, feeling like you are just wasting time. I don't know if you guys who've moved to other countries, you are working, you are helping your family, despite you doing that, don't you ever feel like you're just wasting your time in that country? You just feel like, okay, I just need to go back home. Now you realize where you're coming back that no, people, they need me there, not just as Matthews, not just as this, but with something. So that's why I've decided, like, okay, since here there are so many opportunities, that's one fact. that I cannot run away from, because when I went back home in Zambia, I was there for a year. I never worked. I never, found a job. Even the field of medicine that I did is something maybe that I'm going to talk about in the years to come, because it is something that, triggered my mental health at some time. So mostly, I feel like I'm just wasting time. I just feel like I'm wasting my time in this place. But when I look back at where I'm coming from, it gives me motivation that, I'm not just wasting time. There's something that I'm doing in this place. This is just what I wanted to share with you, my, fans, my followers, my friends, because YouTube has become like a family to me. I found, people who've helped me a lot. I found people who've recommended me to do good videos, who've commented, and I always appreciate your constructive criticism. I always take them into account. Yes, this is just life, how I feel in this place, and my honest opinion about being a foreigner here in Russia. It is almost now 10 years of being in Russia. Well, we are pushing each and every day, despite all the things that I've alluded to, despite all the things that I've talked about. If you feel like I've left anything, or if you've got any question that you would want to find out, please let me know in the comment section. And before I even forget, I want to tackle one question, because I get a lot of emails, I get a lot of messages, people asking me about jobs. Guys, thank you that you always ask me questions, but in terms of jobs, I'm not an employer. I'm just a YouTuber. I just do videos about Russia. I cannot connect you to anyone. But if you want to study in Russia, it is something that I can help you. On that one, I can help you. But if you're asking me about a job, it is, beyond me. It is above me. So hence, I don't even respond to such kind of messages. Otherwise, I really appreciate that you always come back to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and help this channel grow by buying the super thanks stickers or join the YouTube membership. That will help this channel to grow. I'll see you in the next video. Peace to the rest of the world.